How many of you are afraid of feeling? You may have had some feelings in the past that are so overwhelming that you don't allow yourself to feel. Maybe in your family it wasn't cool to be angry. It wasn't cool to express sadness. It wasn't cool to express anything. And so you've learned to hold things in, and you wonder if you do start to express them, will they get totally out of control? This is a really scary thing and something that a lot of people feel. You are not alone. I want to say that first. But I have something to tell you in this video that might change everything. It's not your feeling that gets out of control, and it's not your feeling that's overwhelming. It's the story that goes along with it in your mind. So anytime we have a feeling, like we're a loss, right? Or sadness, there's a story about that goes in our head. Like we're never going to see this person again. We're never going to have that specialness again. Or we don't deserve it. Or maybe we did something to cause it to go away and that guilt is there. Maybe we're afraid we're never going to feel better. And all these things and all these stories, this blame and this guilt and some fear, all comes along with that feeling. It's not the original feeling anymore. It's all convoluted with all this other stuff. And that is overwhelming. So say you have this small feeling, and then you have all those judgments about it, like I should be over this, why do I take this personally, why can't I get through this, how am I going to do this, I can't handle anything, I'm so weak. All this stuff comes with it. Then you have the fear. How long am I going to have this? I don't know if I can handle this. How am I going to ever do anything again? What's my life going to be like this? All that fear comes with it. So you have the original feeling, then you have all this judgment, and then you have all this fear, and then you have this humongous problem. It's overwhelming. So it's not that original feeling that's overwhelming, but we're so afraid of feeling that we often run away from it. We try to do all these other things that sometimes make us feel worse. Sometimes it's like drugs or other addictions, or watch TV or do things that really take away from other things that we could be doing in our life that make our life enriched and make us feel happy and full of purpose. So we're running away from these feelings and we're doing all this stuff. Sometimes we just beat ourselves up, but we're not feeling. Or worse, that feels worse than feeling. Trust me. Trust yourself, because you've been there before and you know that beating yourself up to try to avoid feeling something is worse. See, our ego tries to protect us. So in the guise of protecting us, it tells us that we can't handle this. Don't look at that feeling. And when we're not looking at that feeling, we're not feeling it so we can let it go. And if we're not feeling it so we can let it go, we stay suffering. So our ego, because it doesn't want to change, in the guise of protecting us from being overwhelmed by some feeling, it's not letting us feel that feeling, and we continue to suffer. If you allowed yourself to feel just that raw feeling, just the feeling that you feel, if you just felt that feeling and got rid of that story in your mind for a moment, it looks like this. You just picture the feeling, some shape or some kind of color, and you picture where it is in your body. And you just say, I'm going to feel it fully. And you get out of your head that story that's going on. This is what it means, and this is what that means, and this is what that means. We want answers, so our mind's going to continue to search and search and search. And it'll drive you crazy, and it's been driving you crazy. But if you get out of your mind in that story and allow yourself just to feel the feeling, you feel it, but you don't really know what it means, and so it's not so heavy and so bad. And then you just breathe into it. Just breathe that breath, that cool and clean breath right into it, and it just kind of dissolves. And I have a meditation that I'm going to give away free with this post that's going to talk you through doing this with one of your feelings, feeling it fully, allowing yourself to feel. All that judgment and that story that's going on, all that judgment's stopping you from being allowed to feel. Stopping you from being allowed to feel, and it's stopping you from feeling, so you can't take that feeling to the end and get rid of it. You have to allow yourself to feel, and there's a lot of ways to do this, and I have a lot of other posts and videos about that, and I will link to them all so you could read all about that. If you like that meditation, click that link and you will find my Living Free guided meditation series. Again, I'm Jodi Amon, and I just want you to be allowed to feel, because once you allow yourself to feel, you'll clean up all that gunk in your life, you'll let it all go, and then you'll allow that you want to be to shine through. If you are struggling with anxiety, go to givefeartheboot.com for free videos and information about my online anxiety recovery program. See you there.